and that's muted, and it's like a second off. Okay, and we are live on the YouTubes.
Yay!
Ross Travis of Antic in a Drain. Ross, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What is a bouffant, and is that how you say it?
Well, yeah, like Bouffant is a grotesque satirical figure, and the form of physical theater of Bouffant was codified by Jacques Lecoq in the 60s and 70s from a bunch of different traditions throughout history, such as the satyr plays in the Greek times, indigenous shaman folks, the medieval Feast of Fools, where the people who had been expunged from society, like the hunchbacks and the lepers, would come down into the city square and play like they were the king and queen for a day and mock the society. And the idea there was that, you know, these lower status people within the society could come in and kind of show a perspective of the society that the society, because they were low status, they allowed that to happen and could laugh about their foibles, about their hypocrisies, and the grotesque nature of their society. So Bouffant work is often that, like, and we see it a lot in our times with folks like Sacha Baron Cohen and Steve Colbert. Folks like this who take on, like Sacha Baron Cohen is interesting, and this kind of has to do with what we're doing today. The character makeup we're going to do today is more of a character clown, is a ringmaster character that I have, but there are, like, all of my work has an aspect of Bouffant in it. So Sacha Baron Cohen often plays an outsider. Like he, take, for example, the most recent, what was the movie? The recent Borat movie.
Yeah.
He plays like a foreigner who comes to the United States and is kind of ignorant of what our culture is like. And through his ignorance, and playing that with people within our society, he's able to expose our ignorance, is a culture, and bring up their biases and so on and so forth. So this character that we're doing today, the makeup for, is Monsieur Lulu, is my French ringmaster character that I did initially in 2016 with Flynn Creek Circus. And he's a French lover. But of course, this circus is in Northern California, and so it was like really fun to play. He's like very flamboyant and French, and is all about kind of like a Pepe Le Pew type of character, a little less it's funny because Pepe Le Pew is having kind of a lot of in our time nowadays, like, is maybe not looked upon as a high, like, very well as a cartoon character, because he's a little bit like creepy. So there is like that aspect with Lulu, but this is like a family friendly circus, so it's not too much of that. But yeah, I mean, he's like a Frenchman in California, so he's like, it was fun to play on pushing the little buttons around that. So yeah.
It's very cool. Going back to a couple of things you said, Feast of Fools and the Saturnalia um, are both huge cultural touchstones for Western culture. And so much of and Christmas is straight off the Saturnalia, and the Feast of Fools comes off the Saturnalia. The Feast of Fools and April Fool's Day and Easter, they're all directly interwoven with one another in such an amazing way. And yeah, the anti-pope and the Pope of
Yeah.
Misrule from the Feast of Fools are those are those are touchstones that I find personally really relevant and important. But also this idea that by exposing yourself as the imperfect in the center of the ring, you're drawing all these other people together as a tribe, and you're both as a clown strengthening them, making them feel strong and healthy together because they're not the one being laughed at. They
Totally.
feel a sense of unity to each other. But at the same time, you can use that energy to turn it around and say, okay, now I've got you all as one. Here are the problems with the one, and here are the issues that you need to address. So yeah, that's great. That's brilliant.
Yeah. 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 It was fun too, because it's like often with this circus, we're going into rural communities and stuff. And, you know, like this character, LouLou, loves to cross dress and is like super flamboyant. So it's great to expose folks in a rural community to things that a person that they might not see normally, and play that line, and they love him, you know. So maybe it expands their understanding, and they empathize with this flamboyant, like cross-dressing man, and maybe they can it expands their like their empathy towards other people in our society, and so on and so forth. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay, let's get rolling. What are we doing?
Awesome. So this I guess I'll just jump into this, right? And okay, so we're gonna take white here,
All right.
and we're gonna make a triangle. Now, I should say,
Mhm.
normally this makeup, you're gonna put a base down, a base of flesh tone. But we're not gonna do that today. I'm like in the middle of the redwoods, and I don't have that. This is gonna be so interesting doing this on video without a mirror. I'm already like, so this doesn't have to be perfect.
So
This
you know
triangle.
you can pin yourself to make yourself big and flip your video so it's mirrored if you need to in your
Okay.
so a triangle on the forehead right between the eyes.
Yeah.
I need to yeah, I mirrored. Okay.
Yeah,
And
so normally we would lay down a flesh tone, just like really get a solid blemish-free look on the skin there. And with this character too, for me, when I play it normally, I shave my whole head except for a little poof of hair in the front
I
here,
love that.
and then it's split down the middle and combed off to the sides. And then in the back, I have a heart, a red heart, made out of hair, of course, too. Okay, then do a line just down your nose here.
The line down the nose.
Yep. Oh, your square is or triangle is much better than mine.
Oh, I'm cheating. I'm using a mirror.
Oh, okay. It will all work out because we're gonna blend all this in.
Okay.
And maybe hit the sides of your nose a little bit here too.
One. Okay.
Then we're also gonna make a little circle here on the chin because we want his chin to stick out.
All right.
This is good practice too of talking and doing makeup at the same time.
Yeah.
Challenge.
It is.
And then we're gonna do a little triangle here under the eyes too.
Both eyes?
Yep.
Okay.
Like so. Yep. And then we might as well do this part too right now. Now you're gonna pick an eyebrow, and we're gonna so this character always has a one eyebrow that's raised to kind of show his cheekiness. So this is like a character mask. So we're gonna take one eyebrow and we're gonna really cake on some white. So like really can start this now. We might have to redo it here in a bit, but we want that eyebrow to kind of disappear.
So what drew you to Bouffant in the first place?
So I was going to school at Del Arte International in Northern California, and I was reading Jacques Lecoq's book, and in it there was it's very minimal amount of attention is paid to it. It's like only a couple pages, but he talked about this form, this combination, this just the history of it and how he had developed it. And I always had like I was always like into clowning and comedy and humor, and I was also into having like a social aspect to my work, and they never fit together until I found Bouffant. And okay, so now we're gonna blend these out, so you can just do it with a finger, and we're just gonna blend this all out. So yeah, and so yeah, so I wanted to study it more, and so after Del Arte, I went and studied with Giovanni Fusetti, who's a French pedagogue, or Italian pedagogue. See, this is like when doing makeup and talking at the same time. Oh my gosh. This is good for me because I've not practiced this a lot. Now, not your eyebrow, sorry.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Keep the eyebrow not blended there.
Yeah.
So we're just doing the so he's Italian pedagogue. I highly recommend. He's a clown teacher, Bouffant teacher, physical theater teacher. So I went and studied with him and a woman in DC named Dodi DeSanto. Both great teachers. Yeah, so this is gonna be okay. You said I can pin. So how do I pin again?
Right click on yourself, I think.
Oh, there we are. Okay, there it is. Okay. You might, interesting, you might have a little too much, so you might have to blend out.
Okay.
Or get a...
Oh, I'm really white on top.
Yeah, you're like really... We want this to...
Blend it out into my head. I look much less white in person, I swear.
So you're in school right now?
Yeah, this is the last week of finals. I've turned in 2 of my final projects. I have 2 more left, and then 1 actual final.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was doing 16 credits, which is a lot.
That doesn't, like, I've been out of school for so long, that doesn't even, I'm like, what does that even mean? It sounds like a lot, though. 16 credits. Wow. Yeah, so we just want to make these edges. Just blend them out a bit.
Yeah, I'm definitely a bit sloppier looking than you.
It's okay. We will fix all of that with what's happening next. Yeah, this is like, you know, makeup is like painting, you know, and so there's layers, and right now, you know, it looks like crap, but it comes together as you start to...
Well, they said never show a fool or a child anything half finished.
Yep. True. True. Okay. Now we're gonna take the color wheel. And we're gonna create like I think we're gonna take some blue. So maybe a fine tipped brush here. Take some blue and then mix a little bit of that into the red. So we're trying to make a darker
red?
Red, yes.
I happen to have a nice bloody red.
Awesome. So you might not have to, yeah, you might not need to do this.
Hi, Daniel.
Do we have some watchers?
We do. We do.
Awesome.
There are 4 people watching. One person just said hi in the chat, so I'm saying hi back. Forgive me if I'm a little slow in the chat. I'm doing makeup as well as watching the chat on my phone, and there's a bit of a delay between what we say and what I see.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so you probably can't really see it, but it's like I'm just getting it's a little brown looking.
Okay.
But then once you have that mixed up, we're gonna do, oh, this is so challenging. We're gonna do right below your cheekbone.
Okay.
We're gonna do a line, and then it's gonna come down like this.
Okay. Let's see if I can find my cheekbone. it's hidden under a bit of layer.
Yeah, so we want that shape. Okay, on both sides. I had to look in the mirror for the other side. I really need to get, you know, these makeup influencers, they must have like a mirror that they
I have 2 things. I have a mirror right in between my 2 ring lights, and then a little handheld that I use as well.
Okay.
And I think a lot of the influencers use their phone and just attach it to the same device that has the mirror.
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. So you're going to have these on your cheeks, and then you're also going to have one here that follows your nose bone line down to the point there,
Okay.
and then around your nostril like this.
I see.
Both sides. So down. Down like so. And like that.
That's really going to highlight how crooked my nose is.
Yeah, this is a great.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Sometimes I do this for a character too to make it look like their nose is like broken or something. You can like draw the shape of like, maybe I'll make it come in a little bit here and then it looks like off, you know? How are you? You got those already? You
Yeah,
got the
I
sides of your
think I was
nose?
a little low on the cheek lines, but that's fine.
Okay. And then we're going to do one also that is in the temples.
Okay.
So we're going to do a little triangle here on both sides of your temples.
Okay.
Okay.
That was not perfect.
Then
Get a Q-tip and remove some of that.
then taking a finger again, we're just going to draw that down and so try to keep you maybe can use a combo of your finger and brush, but maybe I'll use a different brush. We're going to draw that down.
Okay.
So it's sharp edge at the top.
And then we're just pulling it down to kind of blend it downwards.
Yeah, blend it downwards.
The full length of the lower line. Okay. That was a really nice shape.
Yeah.
I think it's probably more suited for a face that is as fit as yours.
Yeah, well, this is gonna, I'm like excited to see because this is gonna alter your face and it'll be really interesting to, because yeah, this kind of makeup design, this is like, yeah, this is fun to see how like how it looks on a different person's face, you know?
Mm-hmm. I always find it really interesting when large men do drag makeup and they put in these extreme cheekbones and cheeks that just don't look like their natural faces at all.
Yeah. So same up here. You want to try to keep that hard edge and then just like blend it out just like that. Hard edge at the beginning, blend it down till it's nothing. Same up here with the sometimes I have to get a little bit more makeup in there.
So why are you in the redwoods?
So I'm up here. I'm living with Flynn Creek Circus. Sorry. I'm living with, so sometimes you can also get like a Kleenex if you have a little bit too much to blend it out. I'm living with Flynn Creek Circus up in the Redwoods, and we're about to do a tour.
Nice.
Yeah, which is super exciting after this really hard year. And terrifying.
Yeah. Where are you guys going to go?
We're doing Northern California and then going up into Oregon and then going to Colorado. So we're like in rehearsals now and training. I broke my index finger, of course, so I'm like trying to take it easy so this can heal.
Yeah.
There, so something like that. This is good practice for me.
Yeah.
It's so different than like looking into a mirror. Where are you at on yours? You're like so small.
I'm feeling pretty smooth and blended. Oh, that's a little uneven. See if I can straighten out that line a little bit.
I get like super nitpicky about it sometimes, and it just like takes forever.
I'm going to turn off my ring lights. I'm going to turn back on my ring lights. I'm going to turn them down slightly. Or is that as low as they go?
Let me look at you. Let's see if I can blow you up.
Let me turn off the ring lights again so I don't glow so much.
Oh, yeah. Let me see your sides. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so we've got that going on. Let's just make sure. I'm noticing this for me, and I don't know if you have the same thing going on. Just like blend this white down a little more. We want it to we want it to highlight this area, but then blend into around the edges and stuff.
Okay.
Same, yeah, okay, cool. Now, let's focus up here on this eyebrow. Well, let's do both the eyebrows, but we'll focus on this one first. So first, let's just like shape this out, like get a good like point to it at the end here. I usually like really cake it on because I'm like, I have brown eyebrows. I'm like trying to get rid of it as much as possible. And get like a good arch shape to it. Okay. Then we want like we want a darker hue than this, than our so like even browner possibly.
I happen to have a dark brown.
Okay.
This is a Mehron Bruise 505B.
Great.
If you have a look at it, it's got some really nice colors.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that brown one in there.
Yeah.
I'm just mixing more. I'm just like going with the same. I'm just making more dark brown with blue and red on my color wheel here.
Yep.
I might add a little bit of yellow in there too. I'm gonna try and a little bit match my natural brown hair color. So that's looking kind of like something. Let's see. And I'm using a really thin tipped brush.
Okay.
And I do like bushy eyebrows for this guy. So starting here and just doing little strokes.
All right.
Kind of following the
arch you made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little individual happy strokes like Bob Ross.
Mine came out a little thicker than I intended. But that's okay. It's my first time.
Yeah.
Rarely are people perfect the first time out.
Yeah, this part can be a little bit tedious because we want it to look like individual little strokes of hair here. And then what you can do too is, depending on how it's looking there, you could take like accent it a little bit with some black. Do a black and put little black accents in there.
Okay.
See this? Like, then it gives it a little bit of definition there.
I will do just that. Let me get over into my black. It's a very Gilkey-like eyebrow.
Yep. Very yeah, like what's another word? Like devious. It's a devious eyebrow. Then on the other side, we're just gonna follow your natural eyebrow.
Okay. With brown again?
Yep, same color.
Okay.
But making it like, I make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, I get like, I really love making, because this is like a mask, you know, it's like a makeup mask. And then for me, I'm a outside in performer. So like once I put this kind of makeup on, I like feel like somebody, it makes me feel like somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's just like I can access another person, another entity other than myself, you know?
No, I completely understand. I'm I'm more of an inside to out, but I've definitely experienced the transformational power of mask and makeup.
Yeah.
It's a bit darker.
Yeah, so over here, I'm gonna also put in some black accents. And you know, like you could get really creative with it. Here on the eyebrows, could even put in a little bit of glitter, because this guy is fabulous. I don't have any glitter, but you could like put in a couple flecks of like gold or something in there, would be cool.
I got some silver. Let's see if I have a brush I can use to put it on.
Wow, I'm like pretty surprised with how mine turned out doing it like this. I'm like, oh wow, it looks all right, these eyebrows. Cool. Where are you at on these? Let me get a good look at you.
Put some glitter in.
Yeah. See if you can, towards your eye, make it like, you know how our eyebrows towards our eye are like bigger and then they thin out towards, yeah, like,
Okay, so make it bigger.
yeah, make it bigger there. See?
Okay. Flatten that off. Put a little dark in there.
Now, I know you're still working there, but I'm going to do the next thing here because it will be easy for you to catch up on.
Okay.
We're going to do just a little on the cheek here on both sides. We're going to do a little rosy cheek. So I'm just doing it with my finger, just some red, poking my finger in some red and putting it right on my cheek, and then gonna blend it out.
Yeah, I definitely look like a bad fan interpretation of your makeup. Like someone cosplaying as Lulu as opposed to Lulu themselves.
There's a movie that I have to look up that you look like a character from right now that is like one of my favorite movies, and it's like, yeah, yours, like, well, it's both of us right now look pretty, like, have a grotesque, and this character is a grotesque. But yeah, it's
I look better in person than I do on camera, though, so that's something. I appreciate that.
okay.
How do you powder, or is there more?
There is more.
There's
Yes.
mustache and stuff, yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, no, so now,
Okay.
Feel like we can.
You don't remember the name of the movie?
No, I will look it up.
Sorry,
Here.
Thelonious.
Oh, here, I'll look it up right now. The movie is called I think it's Italian. It is so good. The Last Circus.
The Last.
Check it out. Yeah, The Last Circus. It's yeah, look at this. Look at the cover photo.
Okay.
You gotta check this movie out.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
like, yeah, I think it's Spanish. Is it Spanish? Yep, Spanish. And it's like one of my favorites. It like takes place in a circus, and it's just like all this horrible, like during the Francesco War or something. Is like all these bad things happen. It's great. Okay, now eyes.
Okay.
Do you have gold?
I have yellow.
Okay, let's do yellow because that's
Okay.
what I have too.
Please,
But normally I'd do I'd do a little bit of gold in here. So we'll just do yellow. And I'd also put some glitter in there too. And then at the end here, draw it out in a little like so. So it's your eyelid, and then it draws out like so.
Use my finger to fill that in. Same on both sides?
Same on both sides, yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Following his cube says yes, he will check out The Last Circus.
Oh, you gotta tell me what you think. It is like, whew, man, that movie is crazy. It's like just all the, yeah.
Oh, that's so much brighter on camera than it is in real life.
Now, for both of us,
Mm-hmm.
we're pretty intense on the lines and stuff, but in my experience, once you powder, it like dulls it down a little bit. So
Yeah.
I tend to like keep it sharper, because then when it yeah, it just gets, and we're doing a stage design here, so it looks pretty intense close up. But okay, now with your eyeliner, you're gonna draw your front, oh gosh, your eye here, and then you're gonna bring it down into a swoop here too.
Okay.
Oh, let's see if I can do this.
I'll be using grease paint and a brush. Mine's a little thicker than yours, but they're basically the same shape.
Yeah, I might have to this eyeliner is,
Of course, it totally left a line over my lid too.
oh, it did, because when you closed your eye. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this with my little guy here. And this is on both sides too.
Okay. Just trying to use a Q-tip to remove that excess black. Put some yellow back in.
Also, with this, we're gonna do 4 little eyelashes on the bottom. So here we're gonna go.
Actually, I think I need to powder my eye before I do any more because it's getting all up in the yellow.
Yeah.
Lashes below. Okay.
Yeah, like so. It is so hard for me to, like, it looks okay, but I'm like, this is so weird without a mirror. I'm just gonna do 3 this
Okay.
time, but normally I do actually maybe I'll fit one more in here. Very thin little eyelashes.
Both sides.
Yep. And I'm totally gonna do research into how these people do this now, because yeah, I want to be able to like truly see what I'm doing. Okay. So where are you at? Are you on this?
I look nothing like you, but I'm where you're at. So
Okay.
we'll just keep
So
going.
now we're gonna do the mustache. So this
Okay.
character has a curling, very French mustache. I normally grow in this part, and then I would do the circles, but clearly there's nothing there and nothing on you either. So let's just do a really thin one
Okay.
for today. But normally I have like pretty bushy mustache here, and then it goes into the singular one. But let's do down
Oh, nice.
and circles in here.
What a great shape. Okay, let me switch brushes to the really thin brush.
And then also with this guy, you can add in a little extra curl. Ooh la la, mademoiselle, oui, hein?
Well,
Oh,
bonjour,
oui, oui, oui,
bonjour,
oui.
bonjour.
Oh, bonjour, mademoiselle.
Same both sides.
Same both sides, yes. Ugh.
Second curl on that side as well. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of messed up that side. But
Yeah, yours looks magnifique. Mine looks like bad drag makeup.
let's see. Oh my gosh, no, that looks awesome. Oh, we've got to make you got to hit me up when you see this movie Last Circus,
I
because
will.
oh my gosh, you and I could be characters in this movie and like
Okay.
make the sequel. Okay. So I messed up this one. It's like on my shape, but I'm not gonna mess with that right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the lips are gonna be, what we're gonna do here is take your red. Actually, which I think we're gonna do. Let's do yellow first.
Oh, okay.
But normally this would be gold, but I usually like do a yellow and then a gold over the top. So I'm gonna just do a line
Okay.
down the middle. Okay, like this. And a little bit on the top. And then do this. And you've got your middle line there. Okay. Then we're gonna take the red and hit the sides. Like so. Yeah, so then normally I'd put some gold here. And also, like, if I had a mustache, I would have like gold fleck dust in the mustache here. Okay.
Okay.
It's starting to happen a little bit. Come forward. Then take your, I think this doesn't work, but oh, there's some ink in there.
A little heart-shaped beard.
Just a little heart. No beard. No beard. Just like a little heart. Yeah, so heart there. And I think, I also put one like this is like very Renaissance. Like there, maybe. Well, hello? We.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. We. So okay, let me just scan this here. we're missing eyelashes. So normally what we do is take our eyelash glue. I don't have eyelashes right now, but I like really long eyelashes. So first we would take the mascara and hit our upper eyelash with our mascara, which I do have. So we'd hit this, you know?
Okay.
Actually, before this, though, we're going to powder. Okay. So at this point, I'm not going to powder right now, but you're welcome to if you want.
Let's just see what it looks like after we've powdered.
Yeah. So powder, and my method, my way of powdering normally is I will take a Kleenex and just put a bunch of powder in it, take my pad, and I will like cake it, especially for stage, and especially like when you're outside and it's just gonna sweat off. So I will like really and I don't want to be wiping any of the makeup off on the brush, so, or on the pad, so I'll like really douse it in powder and just like get the powder going everywhere. Then taking the powder brush and just little short you know, strokes, just taking it all off.
So this is something we haven't really talked with people about on doing makeup before. How do you take your makeup off?
I really like this. Now we're doing brands. We gotta get the sponsorships. Just makeup removers, and there's like different good ones. I got this Neutrogena one that I use. Yeah, and then I mean, it's funny, like after I'll do a season with a show and like this much makeup every day, like I go to get a facial or something and they're like pulling makeup out. So I don't out of my pores, you know, so I don't have I'm sure there's better ways to do it than what I do. But these seem to get a lot of it out. How's your
I'm pretty happy. I mean, again, I look nothing like you. I look like a weird inflated version of you, but you know, it's still.
I like it. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. You also look like a character out of like City of Lost Children, or like
Darkness and something like that.
Yeah. It's great. I'm loving it.
Mark Caro films.
Yep. Okay, so you've powdered, you've wiped off, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now is when we would do mascara. So take your mascara, get your upper lash. Don't worry about the bottom lash because we also already have our bottoms. So getting the upper lash, getting it both ways even, caking it on there. And then I get really long lashes for this guy. So I get some nice ones. And then, you know, get your glue, just put the eyelash, just dip the eyelash in there, just a little bit of glue. And then you can take the eyelash and just run it through and then put it on the upper part of your eyelash and just hold it there. Sometimes what I'll do even is cut the eyelash in half. And so it's just the outside part of it.
Okay.
So yeah, then the eyelashes are there and yeah, we're pretty much done.
Great. So when does your tour start?
We start July, the 4th of July weekend is our first weekend.
But until then and beyond then, you've got a YouTube channel.
Yes. Yeah. So
Dragon?
Yep, Antic and a Drain is my YouTube, and maybe like I'll you have it, so
Yeah, I'll
maybe
put it.
like
I'll
if
put it in the
people want to
description.
come, they can look in the description or
Yeah.
whatever. And yeah, I'm making a video a week, and have been for about a year. Actually, this week is the like I mean, it's been a year since I
Yeah.
started doing this, so this is the year long of doing this. I made 48 videos this
Wow.
past year, and so yeah, I'm like trying to grow this YouTube and living the circus life. So
Well,
yeah,
congratulations on the channel and the year of YouTubing and living the circus life, and for getting back to work, man. For being
yeah.
out there and doing the job. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thanks, Abraham.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess
Thank you for doing this, and really great to be on here with you and do this with you. We need to get can we get like a screenshot of both of us?
I'll pull a still out and send it to you.
Okay. Okay, cool.
All right, man. I will see you. Actually, let me see if I can grab a screenshot right now just to be safe. Control Alt print screen. There we go. All right, man. I will send that to you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you guys for joining the audience. And
Yeah,
we'll be back in 2 weeks.
y'all.
I'll be back in 2 weeks. And check out Antic and a Drain on YouTube. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.